Well, Happy New Year's Eve, everyone. Um, so, what's inspired me to do this video is it seems like every other week I'll get asked what neck pickup I use. Um, so, we're going to have a talk about this today. This is the Dimasio Deactivator X. I'll just preface this video right now. I'm not going to be doing any playing because how this sounds in your rig and your guitar is going to vary, but what I can do is tell you how and why I chose this pickup and what it does for me and my rig. I'll turn my music down. But what I will do with that said, I will put some links below for some recordings I've done, because pretty much that's always the neck pickup for all the solo stuff. So like I said, anyway, this is the Dimasio Deactivator X, and the reason I have my DBZ Venom out today is because this is the very first one I got, and this was originally in a Dean Razorback V, all black one, so I thought black and green. So it was a custom order. That's a cool looking guitar. But how I got onto this, these guys originally came out with a EMG 81 and 85. Never liked the 81 since I was about 20. So chose the Invader, and I've done a sound engineering course, and the guitar is a mid-range instrument, and this has got enough output to keep up comfortably with the Seymour Duncan Invader, and it's got a nice mid-range bump in there, which for me is fantastic for solos because it just sort of sits in the mixer a little bit better. To me, it just made sense. So this was the first one I got, and then I started getting into the Seymour Duncan Blackouts. So I ended up with those for a bit. And then when I got my first Edwards, which is just here, if you've watched my videos, you've seen this guitar a zillion times. So this was the second Deactivator X I've got. And this is probably a bit more relevant for where I'm at now as a guitar player. So originally this came stock with a JB and a 59. And after a bit I just started to feel that the 59, and I had the 59 in another guitar as well around the time, but just before I got this, and I didn't like it. And what I started to notice about the 59 neck pickup was very scooped and very top endy. Now I do pretty much all my leads on the neck pickup unless I'm playing lower down the neck, but I'm pretty much always on the neck pickup. So like I said, very scooped, very bright, almost like a single coil quality. So again, and it just output wise didn't keep up with the JB. It's like half the output. So this is the second one I got, and it's just, that's what I've been looking for. So it keeps up comfortably output wise with the JB, has that mid-range bump, and it wasn't until I put it in this guitar I went like, holy shit, the bottom end is so much tighter than the 59. So if you A-beat it, you realise how flubby the output is, the bottom end is on the 59 pickup. So and I've got three of these Edwards now, and so there's a red one in another room, and that's got one in here as well. And like I said, if you want, I'll put some links below for some recordings I've done to get some idea. But I think ultimately, the best thing you could do is have a good read of what the pickup does, like on the Dimasio site, and see if that's what what you think you need in your rig. For me, it's been fantastic. And I got that one, geez, probably about 12 years ago I got that pickup, so it's been pretty much my go-to neck pickup for a couple of years. And even before I put this one in, I got out all my guitars and just A-bead neck pickups and back to the Deactivator X. So the other thing that got me interested in these was they're not pole pieces, it's those blades, or the rails, whatever you want to call them. I just thought that it looks sexy as anything. And apparently that the bending's supposed to be a bit more consistent on the rail pickups than pole pieces, apparently. I mean, you're probably splitting hairs there. But So that's my story on the Damasio Deactivator X. Few things to note, like if it doesn't interest you, neck pickup wise, the Seymour Duncan Jazz, that's been a really cool pickup. That's actually, I'll grab this guitar. I haven't actually done a video on this guitar specifically. Maybe I'll do that. This is Horizon 3. Really cool guitar, fantastic sound, even acoustically, it's really loud. Very cool guitar. I'm glad I've got this one, and you got coil splits. But this is a Custom 5 and a Jazz. The Jazz is actually together, these are really cool pickups. But yeah, the Jazz is, yeah, that might be, that's probably my second favourite neck pickup. Otherwise, in the other room I've got my Edwards Les Paul Custom. It's a John Sykes copy. That one's got Duncan distortions in it, and the distortion neck pickup, very cool. So I was a big fan of that one as well. So there's something for you to think about, but I will put some links below for some of my recordings, and pretty much every riff for the songs I'll put below is JB. This one's only been on one recording so far. I haven't had it that long. One, two, I can't remember now. Definitely one, and it did some rhythm stuff half with this guitar. So I think it was like this guitar on the left, this one on the right, but then this one does all the leads for pretty much everything on my recordings from like the past couple of years. So I'll leave it there, and I'll put some links below for some of my recordings. But that's what neck pickup I use. If you got any questions, leave them below. But check out the recordings. Some of it's like neoclassical, some of it's like thrashy death metal. So check them out, and if you got any questions, feel free to ask away. Catch ya, Happy New Year.